Your heart is pounding, your vision blurs, sweat pools on your palms, and your lungs struggle to pull in enough air. Every alarm bell in your nervous system is screaming that you are about to die. But there is no cliff. There is no predator. You might just be looking out the window of a second-story office or stepping into an everyday elevator. The threat is a phantom. We all have things that make us uncomfortable, but a phobia functions as an irrational malfunction of the brain's threat detection system. The person suffering knows perfectly well that their fear makes no sense. They know the tiny spider on the ceiling cannot kill them, but conscious logic cannot stop their body from triggering a violent physical panic. If a dog suddenly barks, you jump. That is a healthy, normal startle response. A phobic reaction, however, is intensely disproportionate and entirely paralyzing. Deep inside the brain, the amygdala acts as an internal alarm. In a phobic response, this alarm breaks, instantly flooding the nervous system with signals. This false alarm commands the body. Your heart rate spikes, breathing turns shallow, and muscles tremor. Fighting a phobia means going to war against your own internal survival mechanism. Some of these internal alarms are actually outdated survival software. Fears of spiders, arachnophobia, or snakes, ophidiophobia, are deeply rooted in our evolutionary past. Researchers have found that even infants react more strongly to images resembling spiders and snakes than other animals. It is a genetic memory of danger, hardwired into our biology long before we learn to speak. Modern phobias, like the fear of flying, heights, or enclosed spaces, shift the focus toward an absolute loss of control. Whether you are trapped in a metal tube 10,000 meters in the air or stuck in an MRI machine, the terror stems from the inability to escape or intervene. Blood and needle phobias cause an entirely unique physiological breakdown. Instead of a racing heart, the sight of blood triggers a sudden, violent drop in blood pressure. This causes a vagal response, making the person literally faint on the spot. Whether the trigger is an ancient predator or a modern syringe, the resulting terror stems from the brain's terrifying loss of agency over the body. This loss of control creates cruel loops, especially in social and agoraphobia. A person becomes so terrified of embarrassing themselves, say by blushing or vomiting in public, that the anxiety itself physically causes the blushing or the nausea. Faced with this overwhelming physical distress, the brain resorts to its most instinctive defense mechanism, complete avoidance. This diagram illustrates the shrinking comfort zone. At first, you avoid taking elevators, then buildings with stairs. Every avoided trigger provides relief. Your brain thinks, "I survived." This false validation reinforces fear, drastically shrinking your livable world. This avoidance loop is so powerful, the mind can attach it to almost anything. People develop fears of repetitive holes, exceptionally long words, or being without a cell phone. Avoidance provides an illusion of safety, but it is actually the architect of a permanent psychological prison. Forced confrontation, like tossing a spider onto someone's lap, often creates worse trauma. Similarly, telling someone the fear is all in their head ignores the very real biological cascade happening in their body. The actual, scientifically proven patch for this brain bug is progressive exposure therapy. This involves a controlled, graduated confrontation with the fear. You start by looking at a photo of a spider. Days later, you watch a video. Eventually, you stand in the same room as a real one. Looking at this graph of anxiety levels over time, anxiety spikes upon exposure, peaks, and then slowly plateaus and trends downward. Experiencing this natural drop rewrites the brain's broken code. The alarm rings, nothing happens, and the conditioning shatters. Therapists now use virtual reality headsets to safely simulate airplane cabins or high balconies, and teach physical techniques like muscle tension to prevent fainting during blood draws. Conquering a phobia requires intentionally triggering that false alarm repeatedly in a safe environment. By staying in the presence of the phantom threat until the physical panic fades, the brain learns to recognize the alarm was a mistake. If a fear prevents you from taking a job, leads to complex avoidance strategies, or has lasted longer than 6 months, it likely meets the criteria for a clinical phobia. Cognitive behavioral therapies see success rates between 80 and 90%, often within just a few months. A phobia functions like a software bug in your internal alarm system, and like any bug, it can be patched.